we are live. Hey, everybody. It is Saturday night. It is Atop the Fourth Wall plays Mass Effect, a.k.a. Space Jackass. Joining me this evening, we have, of course, Zenith will rule.
Joy to you, peace be with you, and fulfillment, for Landru is your God and Savior.
Are you of the body?
I am not of the body.
You're not of the body! Yeah, Zen's continuing her Star Trek journey and has just reached Return of the Archons. And, of course, we got the game show reviewer.
Either strangle me, break my neck, or use that on you. Or use that on me. From Dr. McCoy from Space.
No, it was like, I recommend you go for the carotid artery.
Carotid artery directly under the left ear.
The last so-called war, the eugenics war.
Which, of course, is wrong because the eugenics war happened before World War III. Anyways, for Straw Hat, dawn of the 25th day, infinite hours remaining. Yep, still in quarantine. Charizard 1, favorite actor's least favorite role.
Oof.
That's a toughie.
Yeah.
Patrick Stewart has spoken sometimes about his appearance in Dune.
Garfield for Bill Murray.
Yep.
Ooh, yeah. You know what? I'll go with that, too. That's actually, yeah.
Andrew Kind, my brain has turned into rice pudding. Yum.
Make sure it's seasoned well with cinnamon.
This pudding is raw.
This pudding is raw! Patrick Caulfield, my grandma has pneumonia, and it's most likely she won't make it. Oh, don't mean to be a downer, but I could use a good laugh tonight. This stream, every time you die, could you scream at Egypt or GSR? Happily, I will gladly scream at Game Show Reviewer every time I die, because as we all know, it is his fault anyway. Sorry about your grandmother. Still, regardless, I hope she pulls through regardless.
Yes, I'm very, very sorry about that. I know our some of my friends are reporting they know people who have issues like that, and it's, all I will say to that is I'm very, very sorry. Peace to all of you. Joy. Landru will visit you.
Landru knows and Landru watches.
My sympathies to you too, Patrick Caulfield.
We are all of the body.
Yes, we
Peace.
Peace, friend, peace.
You know what I realized after I was watching that episode, and pretty much while I was watching that episode, that was the Futurama episode that parodied it with the Amazons and Death by Snoo-Snoo, and it is a very different type of parody because that episode was very serious and Snoo-Snoo is not.
It's actually a common Star Trek trope, and mostly actually science fiction trope in general, but like the primitive society run by computer kind of a thing. So yeah. I don't know if it's necessarily just Star Trek that they were parodying in that one, more as just a computers in general. I mean, there was a Twilight Zone episode where that was a thing, the old man in the cave.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. P.O. standing ovation for SF Debris reviewing Star Trek Beyond, highlighting its positives and finishing all his Trek films. Yep, I just watched that a couple hours ago.
It's been 10,000 years and he's finally finished.
I watched it a few days ago since I'm one of the subscribers.
Charizard 1, do reviewers wear pants since we don't see them? It depends on the day. Since quarantine started, I've just been in pajama pants this whole time. It's been very comfortable. Holy crap, bunch of super chats all came in. Ryan Walterson, we've got cabin fever. We lost what sense we had. We've got cabin fever. We're all going mad. Andrew Mason, we'll keep an eye out for your super chat. Nathan Ottlinger, I can't tell because the text is very tiny even with my glasses on. Mass Effect acting across the universe on the SSV Normandy under Captain Shepard. Mass Effecting across the universe. Totally going forward because we can't find reverse.
And that's a lie because there is a reverse function on this USS Enterprise.
Yeah, it's seen in Balance of Terror.
Yep. Henrik Henriksen, what are your thoughts on the Raimi Spider-Man movies? Overall, I like them. I mean, there's plenty of goofy moments, but that can be said for any movie or franchise as it goes on. Spider-Man 3 has its problems, but I still enjoy most of it overall. Look whose hair is growing back. My hair has remained the same. The problem is really that because of quarantine, I can't get a haircut. Hence, as people have noted, my hair is really starting to poof out on the sides. It was apparently bad enough in one episode for people to call me Bernie Sanders. Sebastian Emond, I've got cabin fever. Did we get Andrew Mason, or was it someone else?
Not yet. If you're picking...
I got it. If you're picking Patrick Stewart, there's worse roles he's done. The Tree in Legend of Oz, and that time he literally played poop in that film that shall not be named.
Sebastian Emond, I've got cabin fever. I think I haven't actually listened to this. I'm mostly quoting the tune from memory. I think I lost my grip. I'd like to get my hands on whoever wrote this script. 7 Star from 7. Bring forth Moon Mako Madness. Indeed, guys, we're here for Mass Effect. We left off with us on the moon in the Mako. And I say, time for Moon Mako Madness.
Yes.
It's time for the Moon Spiders. Wait, wrong game.
You know, that's the thing on my found footage rewatch. I keep thinking I really need to actually rewatch, and that's Apollo 18. It had a lot of problems, and the more I thought about it, the more I didn't like it originally. But, it's been a few years. Maybe I actually would like it.
Gordon ZX, if you want to know what I'm doing, I'm working at a webcomic crossover with JSA and Has Been Hotel. Don't ask how it'll work.
Nice. The smartest moron. Current status, all these squares make a circle.
All these squares make a circle. All these squares make a circle.
Zen, I need you to tell me it's okay to leave my house.
It's okay.
Don't tell me what to do.
Locuus, suddenly Homestuck makes perfect sense.
Yep. Sir Straw Hat, we'll see your super chat in a minute. Where the hell are we doing on the moon anyway? I totally forgot.
We accomplished all our goals.
Alliance Training Ground. I think that's where we're going.
Sir Straw Hat, Moon Mako Madness. I love alliteration.
Damn Skippy.
Captain Linkara, it appears that you are on the moon. I don't know if you're sanctioned to be there at this point in time. Think of the Prime Directive.
Yeah, we finally got I think that was our first reference to the Prime Directive in Return to the Archons. And also, I love how it's to say the Prime Directive doesn't apply here. That only applies to thriving cultures. And you know what? I'm down with that. There's a big Prime Directive thing that happens in Season 2 of Discovery that's never brought up. But honestly, I can believe in the TOS era, they take the attitude of, if people are being oppressed, then screw the Prime Directive. Freedom is the right of all sentient beings.
I also like how it applies to the computer, and I think that was a great tie-in, is starting the Prime Directive because robots have a Prime Directive. I think it makes sense.
Charles Hard1, any hints to what the 600th episode will be?
It'll be a comic.
And only because apparently people like to hear me sing, I want to do this one for Bridget Lee. We went to the moon in 1969, not 1970, but a year sooner. We went to the moon in 1969. That's when we made a landing that was lunar. Applause if you get where that's from.
Let's face it, the Prime Directive is more like guidelines than rules, really.
Oh crap, someone on the moon is shooting at us!
That makes us even more awesome. What would be best is if they're monkeys.
We're whalers on the moon. We carry a harpoon.
And we tell tall tales. Sing a happy tune.
Moon's haunted.
The moon's haunted.
Moon's haunted.
I'm nearly done with my Star Trek season 1 not rewatch, first watch, blind watch. And but I have made the script for the episode. I had GSR and Jess look over it because there's some stuff I talk about that, well, A, I don't know much about Star Trek, and B, I talk a little bit in depth about like the stuff that happens with women. I just wanted a second opinion mostly, but I'm looking forward to seeing how you react in like 3 months when the episode goes live.
Let's see, Captain Avenger. All work and no play makes Jack a dull boy.
How can we be dull? We're on the moon.
And SKH Video Productions, teaching students online now. More Zoom meetings than Spider-Man's in Marvel. Also, GSR, if you watch Comedy Central game show Beat the Geek. I have not, and there's actually one that I need to watch, and it is, I forget the name of it. It's the ninja, it's not Ninja Warrior. It's that one where they put you in that ball and spin you around while asking you questions. Let's see here.
Sebastian Iman. Speaking of moon spiders, what do you think of Kill the Moon from Doctor Who? I heard Diamanda's thoughts in her review, but yours?
Her review pretty much sums up a lot of it. I like the atmosphere of it, but the ending is terrible with bad implications. I like the very ending with Clara chewing out the Doctor, because sometimes the Doctor needs to get chewed out for stupid things he does in his own arrogance. But the explanation that the moon is an egg. Screw you. No.
That doesn't science. Of course. Don't you know anything about science?
The moon is not an egg.
It's not how it works.
And having the apparently unintentional abortion metaphor with it, and it's just no. Also, apparently it just lays another moon.
Yeah.
No.
Same everything? I don't think so.
That math does not work at all like that. Also, Hail Hagen. Andrew Mason. Andrew Mason says, looks like that AI doesn't appreciate the singing. Everyone's a critic.
Indeed. All right, so
Jacob Lerma, I have been playing Final Fantasy VII and remark it is fun. Sir Straw Hat
Sabotage.
Says, to you, Zen, who's the better pirate, Jack Sparrow, Guy Bush, Threepwood, or Edward Kenway? Not listing Luffy because it wouldn't be fair.
Guybrush Threepweed. They call him Threepweed in the game, but Guybrush Threepwood is the best pirate because I love those games. Secret of Monkey Island, Tales of Monkey Island, and Monkey Island: LeChuck's Revenge are games that I played and I love.
Rogue VI. Okay, that's what we're doing. We are taking out Rogue venereal illness. I don't know what VI is.
Oh god, Laser Train. Of course the moon is an egg. Didn't anyone else see that Super Friends episode where Superman and Apache Chief sealed the creature back into the moon?
7 Seraphim 7. Also, single-celled giant spiders that can be killed by Lysol. Great work.
Well, don't you know I don't think Lysol. Windex. Windex is the solution to all our problems.
Man, it's just, again, I like the atmosphere of it. I love that creepy, dark, moon atmosphere and the moon spiders themselves. But then you actually get the explanation for them. It's like, what? Virtual interface or virtual intelligence. Okay, so it's an AI we're dealing with here.
Tonight we find Rita Repulsa's dumpster.
Let's see. Patrick Caulfield, for Superman 775, will you bring up how the animated series was a good example of not underestimating Superman, given the state of everything? I'm looking forward to the comic about mercy and compassion.
It's override. Not really sure what they're meaning in regard to the animated series, other than just the. I know that apparently the Justice League episode, A Better World, was partially inspired by the episode. But really, a lot of my stuff is actually going to be talking more about The Authority, which is what it was a direct response to. Benjamin Hall, which is worse, the Doctor meeting Nessie or Kill the Moon egg? Also, why? By Nessie, do you mean the Loch Ness Monster or something else? Because I don't mind the Loch Ness Monster one. The explanation for that is that aliens are behind it. Henrik Henriksen, while watching a video about the troubled production of Spider-Man Turn Off the Dark, I saw a comment saying that Mysterio would have worked better as a main villain for a Spider-Man musical. You know? That's not a bad thought.
He worked in Far From Home.
I still haven't seen Far From Home. I really need to. That'll probably be the next thing I watch after I'm done with found footage movies. Weirdness Deity, so What's So Funny is next? Yes, it is. I love it because it's a deconstruction of Soup's deconstructions. Too many of those cynical things. Peridot is best gem. That is wrong because Amethyst is best gem, but I see your point.
Andrew Mason from back before that says, I'm afraid I can't let you do that, Commander. That's a super chat that was late. Yeah. Peace be with you.
There's Straw Hat. The moon is an egg? Oh god, Doctor Who ripped off the Ark from Sonic Adventure 2.
I would not know.
Yeah, neither would I.
No, not exactly. Not legit spiders.
Hit the wrong button. It's the problem with all these games. I keep forgetting. Like all the control schemes are different.
The problem with the moon being hollow or anything like that, and like if you're using real world logic, the mass would be different, the orbit would be different, and the thing is, the moon is tiny because of the 10 times gravity. It's compact. It cannot contain hollow elements. That's why gold on the moon is ridiculous.
Sebastian Edmund just saw Power Rangers 2017 yesterday, and given your history of Power Rangers, what are your thoughts on Elizabeth Banks' Rita Repulsa?
She's fine.
My thoughts are Krispy Kreme.
Lord DX, I remember that I made a petition on giving Mass Effect's movie rights to the Jim Henson Company. Can I send a link to the chat wall? I don't know if it'll work.
S-Max says, Dr. Evil, ow, you shot me, you a-hole.
Okay, that is not the shotgun.
Clearly we need sharks with frickin' laser beams attached to their frickin' heads to fight in our cause.
Wasn't that Sharknado?
No, that was Austin Powers.
Right to you, Ben. I like Solo more. Rogue One is half of a good movie, and the second half is good. The first half is boring, unfocused, confusing, and I didn't like any of the characters until the second half.
There we go.
I feel like with Rogue One, you get a little more out of it the second time than you know on follow-up viewings, and after you've read a little bit of the
you do,
universe, which is not good. Which, by the way, is not that's not a compliment.
Yeah, I think just Solo is a much better put together movie. Solo is just a fun movie to watch, and people keep saying it's not necessary viewing. It's not, but it's just fun.
All right, we got a few super chats here. Andrew Mason says, "Would you believe me if I told you you're really gonna love this VI later on?"
Are we talking love or love?
All right, swapping out shotguns.
Sir Straw Hat, one of the few things in that movie they actually used the 1995 theme, and how was the Megazord an accident?
I cannot recall. I've only watched the movie once, and that was years ago.
Captain Avenger 93, hey, Harvey Fine Voice, what are your favorite hobbies?
I like playing Pokemon, singing to myself in the mirror.
Why is there a Digiman on that coin?
It's a Logia!
And I am not qualified to read Seven Seraphim 7's super chat, so Zen, go right ahead.
GSR, stop killing Shepard.
And that's why I'm not qualified.
Damn it, GSR. How dare you? By the way, GSR is wonderful. He has been a massive help not only in Star Trek lore and a bunch of other stuff, but he's done a few things to update my show. So you should all like and praise your Lord and Savior, President, Game Show Reviewer.
Not Lord and Savior, just merely President. I am but a humble president. Andrew Mason, lest we can all agree that Rise of Skywalker, at least we can all agree that Rise of Skywalker sucks and keeps sucking with everything that comes out about it.
Rise of Skywalker's main issue was that the director did the complete opposite of the previous movie. There's a lot of good in it, but the reason why it's the worst of the Star Wars movies are two major points, and the backpedaling on certain things in the film. I think individually, if you take it out of context, it's a decent film, and there's some really great sequences emotionally. But if you think about it for a second, it's bad.
Not good when any amount of thought, breaks it down. But let's try to avoid Star Wars. We talk so much about Star Wars. Henrik Henderson, which Spider-Man costume design is your favorite? I tend to lean towards classic. I love the black costume, but classic is a classic for a reason.
I love 2099's costume. I just think it's neat. It's one of those, like, it fits well. It's not over-designed. Spider-Man costumes tend to be over-designed a lot. And I also like Spider-Noir.
And Robert Wilson, how would you deconstruct a hero?
I wouldn't. I think there's been enough of that. It's time to actually start reconstructing heroes more. Connor Johnson, there's a Hungarian animated epic drama from 2011 called The Tragedy of Man. It's one of the most beautifully complex works of animation I've ever seen, and I give it the highest recommendations. Very good to know. SKH's video production, the Star Wars talk is back. Quick, throw a pony.
Ponies. Wait, that's a Zeb Striker.
I'm going to Omni-Gel a bunch of these.
Mike VLTG3, if you see Uncle Scrooge, remind him he needs a suit out there, and ask how he's even breathing without one.
Noted. I still haven't watched DuckTales, but I'm presuming there's a moon thing going on right now.
It's from the first video game they're talking about. There's a sequence where you go on the moon.
Ah.
Back to Star Trek.
Damn it, Gornziak, stop being Shoulder Spider. And yes, for those who don't know, last week I did understand the reference. I just wanted to freak out because I love Hime. Hime is a wonderful creature.
These are the weirdest assault drones ever. They're like walking tripods.
We are the Borg, and we are many. Resistance is futile.
Well, at least the Borg makes sense.
Damn it, GSR!
This is all your fault, GSR.
Hey, presidential decree. I decree that you will live again.
Okay. If you're letting people live again, I will allow this, GSR.
Those are just the decrees you know about. You don't know what goes on in the Situation Room.
Exterminate. I'm watching the Daleks next. I'm looking forward to seeing how Doctor Who and Star Trek hold up. Because they came out like 3 years apart from each other, but Doctor Who feels much more radio-oriented, whereas Star Trek is much more theater-oriented, if that makes sense, because of the way they script the things.
You know, I hadn't thought about that until you said it, so that's actually interesting.
It's just I always found that Star Trek leaned in more towards the visuals and more towards the fights and stuff like that, whereas Doctor Who, from what I have seen, is more fast-paced type thing.
Trying to remember, how do I launch grenades again?
Select. I mean, not select. Chat, tell him.
David Burge, since you guys are Steven Universe fans, have you seen or are interested in seeing the She-Ra reboot? It's pretty good. Final season premieres May 15th. Vega has watched it, and she loves it. I still have to get around to watching it.
I've only ever seen the classic.
R to launch, R again to detonate. Okay.
Tough question. Spock versus Doctor Who. Here's the thing. Spock isn't my favorite character. Bones is. And Bones has been for a while. And my second favorite is Sulu, because Sulu is loving every damn second of that show.
Sir Straw Hat, why the hell did BBC dispose of / tape over old Doctor Who film reels? Okay, there's no way you could tape over a film reel. But as SF Debris said, it was cost saving at the time. It was standard procedure. Doctor Who at the time was not considered a beloved classic.
The thing you guys have to understand is we're not talking about like tiny, not tiny, not something that's like DVD sized here, or even like a VHS tape size. These things are huge. They are massive reels because everything was shot on proper film. Later on videotape, but even videotape back then was still pretty damn big. And you had to physically store this stuff, and there was no thoughts of home media at the time because home media did not exist. You transmitted it once. In fact, this was a rights thing for a long time. People didn't want to record anything. Bear in mind, television used to be called TV plays because the idea was you would have to keep doing a performance and broadcast it. There was a huge legal kerfuffle when people started thinking, hey, why don't we just record it and then play the same recording over again?
And not only that, but TV was in its infancy at the time.
Exactly.
I think TV came out in the 50s. Not everyone had one.
It It took off in the 50s.
It took off in the 50s, but yeah, you see the problem here. There's no reason to keep this stuff. No one had any thoughts about DVD sets, entire season sets, or rebroadcasting. You broadcast something once and then it disappeared. Bear in mind, and Doctor Who is not the only show that was a victim to this. There's a ton of lost BBC shows that people have been trying to rediscover over the years. It's just Doctor Who was the most popular.
Not just BBC. I mean, this was a common practice everywhere.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
There's in my line, there's a lot of game shows, where there's one in particular I can think of off the top of my head. I can't remember the name of it, but only only an audio clip of the intro exists of this one particular game show. No one has ever seen a single frame of it because it was all wiped. Every last bit of it.
Not only that, but if you look at like early Disney TV shows, we've tried to, for the Disney debate, find some of these. You can't find some of the Shaggy Dog or Parent Trap TV show movies because they weren't recorded, and it's how things were. Another thing too is that I think back in those times people were more used to radio, and radio is like you just sit around for the broadcast, and like you didn't preserve radio.
Yeah, you just you have a bunch of people sitting around a microphone, and then you have people listening in. That doesn't sound familiar to anything we're doing right now, does it, Zen?
What is a stream? What is a podcast? I'm sorry, I don't understand these terms.
We've been missing some super chats here, so let me go.
Yeah, I'm sorry. Go super chat.
Gordon ZX. Actually, no. Henrik Erickson. Why are those gun turrets moving around? Seriously, those drones look more like gun turrets to me. They do, don't they? Gordon ZX. Should I be shoulder Adam Zenith?
You should be shoulder Adam, but then again, I haven't gotten to Voyager yet. I'm going to make my jokes. I've seen enough SF Debris to know what shoulder spider is, but I still can't do the Janeway voice, otherwise I'd respond in it.
Andrew Mason, grenades are R to throw and R to detonate. Careful, they move in a straight line with no drops, so get your timing and angles right.
Yeah, also, that's insane to me.
Tal's overload skill can disrupt shields.
Noted.
7 Seraphim 7, don't forget to make your pistol go super pew pew and make shotgun go boom powers 1. And toss them all over the place. 5. Also, Unity 4 revives your squad. 3 resets all your CDs. Jacob Lerma, I like episode 9, and I got the Skywalker box set. That's good.
Yeah, I would like to get the full box set. One thing that I'm kind of lamenting in this quarantine is I wanted to get the Star Trek set so I could get like. So I don't have to download the footage. I prefer to rip it, but my roommates are like, "You don't have any money," and they're right. I'm like, I'm reviewing Star Trek while breaking my first Prime directive.
I have everything Star Trek produced except for anything Discovery, Short Treks, and Picard, and that will be remedied in time.
Mm. I do want to own it though.
Weirdness deity. Why are there so many deconstructions of Superman anyway? Supes is evil, he turns into a serial killer as a child, his ways don't always work, etc.
Oh crap, was I not supposed to do that?
Uh-oh.
By the way, Cyril Moore, there's not 9 Star Wars movies. You forgot Solo and Rogue One and Life Day.
Oh.
And Ride to Overlord. I will be watching the Star Trek movies, Zenith. I will be watching the Star Trek movies. I'm not going to do them in order. The way I'm doing it is season 1, 2, and 3, then the animated series.
Good.
And then I'm doing the movies for Star Trek, just the TOS stuff.
So 1 through 6.
Yep. And then we're gonna figure from there. But that's actually, what my
I was about to say you could do 1 through 6, and then you could start with Act 1 of 7, and then pause it, then go watch TNG, and then resume then resume 7.
I could do that.
To the earlier question about why there's so many Superman deconstructions, popular character and hero requires a lot of people like to examine what that means, and and of course a character who's known for his morality, like it's like, hey, what happens if they decide to go ape crap?
But
Yes, you're supposed to do that. Just keep your distance from the canisters. Sorry, Zen.
And then the other super chat, Losties Girl, have you tried participating in the Doctor Who lockdown that's been going on Twitter? They're doing Heaven Sent in the next week or so. I haven't, but that's interesting.
Ooh, they're doing Heaven Sent? That's a great one.
Yeah. 7 Seraphim 7, money for the Vega challenge. Jacob Lerma.
Did Vega announce a challenge?
Oh no.
Challenge coin says gather. Challenge begins in 2. But what I was saying is my editor also helps me with the schedule. He was very upset when I decided, hey, I'm watching Star Trek right now. Can you update the schedule to reflect that? And I don't know if he's going to let me do TNG anytime soon because we have a lot of stuff we're doing. But I had to put Star Trek Season 1 on there, and I had to do Doctor Who right after because space.
The final frontier.
These are the voyages of the Starship Enterprise.
Jacob Lerma, thoughts on backward compatibility versus ports of old games?
Backwards compatibility is always preferable.
Mm-hmm.
Means you don't have to buy the same game twice.
I also love...
Oh, sorry, go ahead.
I also love remakes. Like, I don't mind. It's not ideal buying the same game over, but I do enjoy remakes. And I think we definitely need better preservation of physical games from the past.
Yep.
It speaks too soon. I spent a little over 2 years watching the entire Star Trek franchise in chronological order, one episode/movie every day. This was before Discovery came out.
Wow. I mean...
Good restraint.
Grand True Overlord, the Pizza Pirate. Of course I've watched Wheel of Fortune. Gordon ZX. Has there ever been a deconstruction to the superhero deconstruction?
Yes, it's usually called reconstruction.
Yeah, the basic thing is deconstruction is not something new. If you've ever seen anime, like Ava was a deconstruction, and then the reconstruction of that is Gurren Lagann. It happens all the time in media. It's actually kind of cliche at this point to deconstruct and reconstruct.
Captain Avenger, I am not playing Final Fantasy VII. I was actually just reading off another super chat when that happened.
Yeah.
Oh boy, we got ourselves our challenge queen here.
Oh boy.
Oh boy. The theme was looks. It's time to give you a makeover.
Oh no.
We're gonna turn you into an E-boy.
Yes.
E-boy?
Yes.
An E-boy. Do you not
What's
know
that?
what that is?
I don't know what that is.
Have you ever heard of the concept of an E-girl?
Kind of.
No.
Also, Chieri is meowing.
Have you
basically
ever... Yeah.
Super flashy looks, makes money off of it.
Also, they're TikTokers usually.
Nathan Attinger, Zenith, how dare you? You forgot the greatest Star Wars movies of all time ever made, Caravan of Courage and Battle for Endor movies.
How dare I? Battle for Endor is a masterpiece.
Hold down here. Why are you getting me?
Don't worry, you got layers.
Oh my God.
Look, the queen is here.
To be a proper E-boy, you must have layers. So,
welcome to K-pop. Welcome to K-pop.
Here we have a nice button-down white shirt, but you have to wear a regular T-shirt over it. Usually something black with some edgy thing on it. The closest thing you have is this Creepshow shirt. And of course, you need a chain. Now, usually it's a chain wallet, a chain off your pants, but I have this nice gold chain. And, of course, since we have very little to do with all this, I have a hat.
Also, Chieri wants camera attention.
Chieri's very into this. She wants you to be an E-boy. Listen to your cat.
So while you put that on, I will talk with Chieri on the camera. Hi, Chieri.
Hello, Chieri.
I disapprove of all this.
No, you don't.
Yes, I do.
SKHS says, Vega, where's the Honey Bridges pony?
Go away.
David Birch says, hi, Vega. Excited for the She-Ra finale on May 15th?
Didn't know it was coming up on May 15th. Well, yeah, I'll watch it.
Hello, kitty.
Yeah, I've only ever seen the original She-Ra.
Oh, you should definitely watch New She-Ra. It is probably my favorite She-Ra. Then again, it's one of my favorite shows on Netflix.
It's on my list after everything.
Oh, Vega, am I invited to your friends-only barbecue once the pandemic is over?
Oh, sure, if you're actually up here.
Now you gotta make it conditional.
If you actually come up to Minnesota.
I will drive and get you. We need everybody there.
That's all the way in Texas.
I mean, I have driven from Rhode Island to Minnesota and back like twice now.
There's one problem. There's one problem with this, and I'm sure you're thinking this would be great, one round trip. No, for you it'd be 2 round trips.
No, we're kidnapping you.
Oh.
Oh, so Lewis's supply of Arby's sauce is lessening. So, P.O. Box all the Arby's. This stream has been sponsored by Arby's. It has not, but Arby's, if you're listening, Lewis would love to be sponsored by you.
I would love to be sponsored by Arby's.
Hashtag we have the meats.
Jacob Lerma. Hi, Vega. Thoughts on the Digimon Adventure reboot?
Oh, the reboot? I saw the first episode. Pretty good. Okay, it's pretty alright so far. I like it. I'm gonna keep watching it. Alright, first we need the ceremonial E-Boy chain.
SKH Media Production, welcome to the Vega and Cat Show with 9,001% more Vega.
Alright, we of course need it. Now, this is the closest thing I could find, but, it's very aesthetic, don't you think? Oh, wait, it needs to be more. Yep.
You also need to give him, eyeliner, or as they call it, guy liner.
I don't want to waste my good guy liner on my husband.
And now the thumbnail for this video has been generated.
Wait, Lewis, you got the collar all wrong. E-Boys have a nice, fancy collar.
Oh, I thought it was popped.
You have to have one of those chokers that go around that's black and has spikes.
Chains are more like the thing. It's very 2020. Come on, stand up, show everyone you look.
Your hair needs to be blue. You're not KB, 88.
Lakua says, who is best princess? Sadly, Bo doesn't count.
You need to tuck in your shirt. Just the t-shirt, though. Because you kind of want it to be like a floof. So
wait a minute, hold on a second. How do you tuck in only the t-shirt?
Well, okay, you tuck in both, technically. Tuck the thing in.
Oh, why is it so...
I'll tuck something in.
Tuck in your shirt!
You're not supposed to be!
You're ruining the e-book. Your colors... Oh
Lewis, why are you so ding-dang cute?
Why do you not know how to put on a dress shirt?
Mostly because I know you're just going to do this anyway.
Oh my god. Now, tuck in your shirt.
Also, I think you got the collar wrong.
Whatever. The collar is e-boy.
Lewis was not made to be a pretty boy. That is my job.
There.
Speaks Too Soon says,
anyway,
I dare
what do you guys think of his new look?
Speaks Too Soon says, I dare you to do a review dressed like that.
Come on, it's the new Linkara look. What do you guys think? Isn't he so current?
Also, we missed a lot of super chats.
Yeah, I know.
Isn't he so 2020?
Why don't you guys read off those super chats while I stare at my wife?
Isn't he so TikTok?
Lakua says, who is best princess? Sadly, Bo doesn't count.
Who is best princess?
I am best princess.
Best princess and She-Ra?
I thought Zenith Warrior Princess was best princess.
I'm gonna say Glimmer.
Gorn ZX says, Vega, what is your favorite Has-Been Hotel and Hell of a Boss character?
I don't have one, but the one that's all like the one that is a man slut.
Patrick Caulfield, Vega, have you ever done anything that made Lewis mad? Also, what games are you both playing and looking forward to?
I've done plenty of things to make him mad, but they're a bit personal stories. And games I'm looking forward to? Nothing right now.
I played Doom Eternal. That was fun.
I got Animal Crossing, so what I was looking forward to is gone now.
I'm playing One Piece World Seeker. It's decent. I like it.
Henrik Harrison, ever play Little Nightmares or Overlord?
Nope.
Not the anime, but the evil Pinkman game.
Nope.
Robert Wilson, Vega, please forgive the Wonder Pony set I gave you. Also, what did you think of the My Little Pony finale?
Wonder Pony set? Are you talking about this? This set? This set? With the not ponies? This bootleg? I just threw it on the ground. And
we'll see it
the
here in a
finale
second.
was great.
I threw it on the ground.
Yo, welcome to DJ L-Dog's Toy Reviews. We're going to talk about Wonder Ponies, the best kind of ponies.
This is Bootleg Zone's
That
bootleg.
Is not an e-boy name, Lewis.
It is now.
That is not
Andrew
an e-boy
Mason.
name. That is so 90s in the bad way.
Andrew Mason, you're gonna need a lot more chains if you want to cosplay Mr. T.
Mr. T superpowers count increases tenfold in this stream.
I already got.
Orlo QS Vega shows up. Super chats increase 125%.
Well, yeah,
that is true.
I got speaks too soon.
I mean, yeah.
Edward Scales, and thus Linkara Angst was born.
Linkara, talk like Team Skull.
Sir
Yo, you be tripping here, Vega.
Yo, this is the whitest thing you ever done.
Sir Straw. Included adventure. If they don't get Richard Epcar back as Mysterion and Eternon for the dub, there's no justice in this world, or the digital one. Agent Q. Vega, that's Vega with an I. Ever make a plushie of Linkara Pony from his cameo in MLP?
No. Well, we have plenty that fans made.
T-Scream 80, I'm sorry, I'm not paying any attention to Vega or Lewis. There are cat antics in the background.
7 Seraphim 7, stop, I can't breathe. No, keep going.
Speaks too soon. Hipster Kara, burning bad comics before it was cool.
Hipsters are so last decade. Hell, the decade before. This is e-boy Linkara.
Well, actually, this is e-boy Linkara.
Actually, e-boys was a subculture that doesn't even revolve around the hipsterdom of going outside.
Actually,
Landrew does not tolerate any of this e-boy nonsense.
Look, Landrew, you gotta get on board here. This is good for the body.
This is not how e-boys talk.
Are you of the body, hipster Kara?
Sweetie, I've never seen an e-boy before. Why do you think I would know what they talk like?
You're ruining the aesthetic. You're a person on the internet. You should know these things.
Yeah, Jess. Yo, why is Linkara emo?
We love you, Jess.
E-boy, not an emo.
So how is this a challenge?
This is the best stream. 10 out of 10.
Fair enough.
I'm gonna cook it, stretch it, 10 out of 10.
I'm not an e-boy. I'm an e-man.
There you go.
There you go.
Please use that
David
in
Burge,
an episode.
all in favor of replacing Mass Effect stream with Vega dressing up Lewis stream, say aye.
Aye.
Oh, okay.
This is made by week. I've had a pretty bad week, but this is made by week.
All right. Well, I am going to swap out of this back.
No, you're not. This is for the rest of the stream.
But it's cold.
Well, it has 2 layers.
They're not really thick layers.
This was
You
a
can see the robe
challenge.
over there.
Fine,
This
I'll
was
go
a
get the
challenge.
E-boy,
So why don't you
blanket.
turn the heat back on now? Because
How do
now
you know it was off?
because I turned it off earlier.
That's why it's cold.
This is okay. Here's the thing, guys. We're entering spring now, so it's 60 degrees outside. It's still chilly out there, but also Vega's been doing baking upstairs, so it warms up there. The upstairs is like 80 degrees. Downstairs is more like 70. So we turned the heat off to try to balance things out because heat rises and everything like that. But yeah, I think it's time to turn the heat back on.
Also, the weather has been weird this week because this week it's gone from super chilly to super warm to snowing to everything else, and it's been hell on my chest. I hate the shift in weather. Minnesota, why you do this to me?
Welcome to the wacky world of Minnesota weather, and I guess I'm just wearing this for the rest of the stream now.
Yes, you have to.
Lacuus, Linkara, how you do, fellow kids?
How do you do, fellow kids?
Commander Grizzly, did you save Rex and, what's that? Rashini Queen? Yeah.
Tally?
I don't know. I'm just reading. To quote EMH2, I'm just reading what it says here.
Let's see. What should I put points into?
Sexiness.
I mean, I'm already maxed out there.
That's Cage Video Productions. E-boy, emo, hipster, gangster look, give me 03 flashback.
You should put points into charm, because that's going to help you get through negotiation tactics.
Plus store discount.
Also, tactical ammo, I think, would be good.
Tactical ammo, or you mean armor?
Armor. Sorry, I can't see things. I'm blind.
Up the barrier.
It should be tactical ammo.
Tally will give you, like, more first aid. We'll save this again.
Remember to save early, save often, and Superhero Rundown says that's fair. I've taken too many shots because of you.
Alright, now we gotta figure out where the hell else we going. There's debris over here. Welcome back to Space Jackass. Special Moon Madness Edition.
Armor, luck, dexterity, sarcasm, pedanticity. Those are good categories. And I've tried using eyes to see. I'm literally legally blind. I have glasses, and they don't help all that much.
Woo!
Ric Flair in the house.
This
Damn
is
it,
the good stuff
DX,
right
stop
here.
being Shoulder Spider.
Well, somebody's shooting at us, I think.
Let me see if I can get the Janeway voice. Damn it, Kim. Stop being Shoulder Spider. Close. I'm getting there. It's. I need practice with it.
Yeah, I don't know how the heck SFW does it.
Damn it, Kim. We should take over Egypt.
What do we got here? Salvage.
Night, Jess.
Again, mine no bypass. Jess, you going to bed?
Mm-hmm.
She says, I'll be back next week.
Alright, see you then, Jess. We have bypassed and we got stuff. Yay. Cha-ching. Alright, where the hell are we going now?
Space.
What's that X? Another Alliance training ground. Yeah.
David Burge. Okay, Lewis, be real with us. How much we gotta donate to have you wear this outfit on an episode of Atop the Fourth Wall? I hope it's not that much because, I mean, you were Bulbasaur enthusiast, so you should wear this.
That's not my favorite character from that episode.
Is Slinky?
Yes.
Overly enthusiastic Slinky promoter.
Everyone loves a Slinky.
I will slink on off and do that. But yeah, answer the question.
Several $100s.
All right, people donate $500 this stream. I want to see this.
Only if you can afford it. I don't want to be, especially in Minnesota. They've extended the stay-at-home order until the beginning of May.
Yeah, it's been kind of bad. I've been out of work for like a month now, and then they said, hey, the weirdest thing happened. I was supposed to start a job. There was hiring freeze. They put me on another job, hiring freeze. I have another job. I haven't heard back from them because the stay-in-place order. It's been weird.
Velocity's Girl, May 4th, actually. Either the 4th or the 6th. Let's see, CCP, it's the Mako. See, we were just at the Alliance training ground. Was there another base that I just didn't see to get into? Maybe there was, because there were 3 things I had to blow up, so yeah.
Alliance. Let's just go to Moonbase.
Last I heard down here in Texas, where our governor is actually thinking about starting to open things back up come May.
We are nowhere near ready to open more stuff back up again. We need to flatten the curve as much as possible.
Yeah, we're nowhere near ready, and I do support the decision for the stay-in-place order. The problem is, they need to let us work from home because it's kind of hard. Gotta eat.
Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, it was our. Oh, was it the lieutenant governor? I thought it was the governor.
Patrick Caulfield, hoping to switch gears here. What are your opinions of the various Jim Henson properties? Also favorite Jim Henson puppet, Miner, Statler, and Waldorf. I know it's vast, but I thought it'd be a good topic.
Let's see. Statler and Waldorf are always good. Love Gonzo.
My favorites are
Muppet Christmas Carol is probably my favorite overall.
Muppet Treasure Island is my favorite. I do love I love the stupid puppet that's always like in the trio of puppets that work for Tim Curry.
Sorry.
The goat one, yeah.
Sir Straw Hat. So which way to Dr. Evil's moon lair?
We have to go through the moon layer. Dark Crystal is good, but it's very difficult to get into. I've seen it modern times. It's like, let me put it this way: Labyrinth is the better Muppet production compared to Dark Crystal, because Dark Crystal is very hard to penetrate.
And Ride Wild, the maps on the wiki have every point of interest on every planet.
Favorite Jurassic Park movie? I love the first one. That's my favorite, but I think Jurassic World gets too much shit. I love Jurassic World.
I agree.
Goran ZX, so I'm Harry. Kim now wins my promotion. Damn it, Kim, you don't get promoted on this starship.
That's funny that you think you're going to get a promotion.
Yeah, I was about to say, if you're Harry Kim, what makes you think you're getting a promotion anytime soon?
You're a funny guy.
Kim, get over here and bring me Chakotay. I need a punching bag.
I'm going to get a bunch of Omni Gel because we're just carrying around a lot of dead weight.
Waiting for Andrew Masons.
There it is.
Oh, the goat would be Clueless Morgan. Yeah, that's him. I love Clueless Morgan.
Omni Gel that.
Virginia's stay-at-home order is until June. Oh God, this is. Ugh.
Which state was it that extended their stay-at-home order without an end date?
I do not know.
I know a state did that, but I don't remember which one it was.
It was not Florida, because the people in Florida say, "Oh, it's okay, kids can go back to school."
Ugh.
And next we know Florida man is the cause of all our problems.
As always.
For the record, those three Muppets were named Bad Polly, the Lobster, Clueless Morgan, the Goat, and Mad Monty, the Green One. I love that trio. They're like the Three Stooges of the Muppets.
Hostile spotted.
Read some reports that this could last till November. It could last longer. The thing is, people are being optimistic. We're still not at the peak. Have you seen gas prices? That's how you know.
Well, when they start going back up?
Yeah. Zenith, NC's North Carolina's stay-at-home is till August. Everyone, please stay safe. Like, I can't say this enough. I do have a little bit of support with my parents, and unemployment is finally starting to kick in, and insurance is giving back money. Like, a lot of things are really helping out. But you guys, you stay safe out there. Please don't be stupid. And we're gonna be here to entertain.
Yep. Especially with my ingenious tactic of shutting the door.
They can't see me if I close the door.
Bridget Lee says gas is only $1.19 around the corner. That's not cool, because I've only ever seen it down at $1.50 up here.
180 up here.
I'm not sure where Isaac is from, but Media Hunter posted 109. Vega would probably know. The thing is, I've never actually been to Media Hunter's state. He's always like gone to see me at cons, so I don't know.
Yeah, I've seen gas prices around 150. I think I might have seen it at 149 at one point. Honestly, I mean, it's interesting that the gas prices, I don't see them going up anytime soon.
Rex, why is your aim so bad?
Well, because I'm part of the wrecking crew, I gotta hit them with my fist.
Bridget, yes, I am.
And yeah, like over here, the gas is 160. The funny thing is, people aren't supposed to be out, but Jess and Seraph went out to Raising Cane's to get food the other day. The line was around the block, and
Jess informed me of all that.
Yeah, but, it's drive-through, so we're maintaining distance.
Yeah, we're maintaining social distance, but it's like, it's funny. Everyone's in their car getting Raising Cane's. There's nobody at Caribou Coffee, but...
Okay, I know where you are. Okay, yeah, it usually is cheaper over there.
Ow.
Lewis looks nice as an e-boy. That is true. But he's married, people.
Bless. Sir Straw Hat, $1.50 for gas? Dear God, it's like we're back in the 90s again.
No. When you drop that first number off of the price, then we're back in the 90s.
Here's the thing. This is our depression. We're in a Great Depression right now.
Yup.
It's still technically a recession, but I wouldn't be surprised.
At this point, considering, I remember times when in the 90s where gas, like, it cost a lot more than gas during the recession.
Let's see. Jacob Lerma, Andrew Mason, waiting on chats. Yes, Raising Cane's is good. Zaxby's is better. It exists.
I haven't been to Zaxby's.
I don't think that exists. Hey, Julie's not here. Someone's gotta, do the job.
I've never been to Zaxby's. I like Raising Cane's. I think it's better than Popeyes. I think it's better than KFC.
Which reminds me, I finally had a Popeyes sandwich. Their chicken sandwich supposed to be better than Chick-fil-A's. It's not. Jacob Lerma, what about California stay-at-home date? I think we already answered that one earlier. I don't remember what it was, though.
Yeah, I'm not entirely sure.
Andrew Mason, Tally's hacking skill can take over robots, including these drones, and Genth might want to spec into that. Interesting.
Well, if she wants to start hacking the robots, I won't stop her.
I'll look out for your chat, Patrick Caulfield. But we're looking for happy things during this tough time. I've been watching Star Trek for this sad time, and Landrew has told me all we need to do is peace and joy be with you, and are you of the body?
I am of the body, brother. Peace and life to you.
That has to be this stream should be "Are you of the body?"
Gordon CX. Janeway, no, Shoulder Spider, I'm not eating Hime. I'm just gonna feed him to my dog.
Shoulder Spider, you're giving a timeout. That's too dark even for me.
Sir Straw Hat, Zaxby's, you keep using that word. I do not think it means what you think. I know what it means. It exists. I've been there. It's delicious.
It's real.
Patrick Caulfield, just type it in the chat. It's fine. We know that you made a super chat. Just type it. Type your chat in.
I am going to kidnap Linkara and bring him to a place where Zaxby's is just to prove that it's real.
Well, then we would have to prove that Hardee's is real, and as we all know, Hardee's is not real.
No, Hardee's is not real. Bleh.
I tried it for the first time. Yeah, Linkara's right. Linkara's not right about Dr. Pepper, though.
No, Linkara is very wrong about Dr. Pepper. Dr. Pepper is delicious. It is the nectar of the god. No, it's not. That's Big Red. Bridget Lee, go to Cibolo is part of San Antonio. It's there. I swear it's there. I've been there.
Whatever makes you happy.
It is.
If this imaginary place makes you happy.
If it makes you happy.
It can't be that bad.
I've actually been thinking about since we're all locked down and such. I've been thinking about doing a game show reviewer episode, basically parked in Tempest 1 outside of the studio, since the studio would be closed and I'm forced to maintain quarantine.
Well, you see, I was president for a little bit, and that's why I haven't been doing episodes. But, during the quarantine, I decided to create some more. Oh, wait, I have to do all this stuff for Jess and Linkara and Zen, and oh, dear God, what have I done with my life?
Let's see, I don't see information. Oh, there it is. Jacob Lerma says, do not worry, GSR, I believe you. Thank you. Andrew Mason, you can also make shortcuts for your squad's abilities, just not your own. For example, Tally's Overload ability on 6 and Rex's Warp on 7. Bridget Lee, Cibolo too far from me? Yeah, well, that's too far from me too, which is why I technically don't go that often. And Sir Straw Hat, don't kidnap Lewis, kidnap Julie. She's the one who keeps denying it. I could put Julie in front of a cashier for Zaxby's in a Zaxby's, and she would still deny it exists.
I've told you for the last time, Kim, there is no such thing as Zaxby's. Now eat your refined chicken, and I'm going to tell...
Eat your Popeyes.
Eat Popeyes, damn it. Now we're going to
7 GSR, it's okay. A lot of people name their mental happy place something weird. Zaxby's is real because that matters to you.
All we need to know is that you need to stop making up fictional food chains, just like we need to stop making up fictional mascots. Puma's not real, damn it, Griff.
Look, here's the thing. I want to tell you the story about how I got introduced to Zaxby's. Okay?
Okay.
I was living in South Carolina. I got off work early, and I was in the mood for some good chicken. I went to Raising Cane's, but the line was too long or something. Maybe I was too far from my apartment. I don't remember. And then I remembered, oh yeah, there's this Zaxby's place that's supposed to be somewhat similar to Cane's. I'll give it a shot. I went there. I fell in love with the place. And now I can't go to Zaxby's because it's nowhere near anywhere.
John the Wizard, what is Linkara wearing? He's wearing e-boy clothes because he is...
Because Vega's challenge.
Because he is... perfect.
I'm not denying you the right to eat chicken tenders.
Here's the thing. Chicken tenders are good. I understand why Linkara likes them. And he doesn't just eat them. He goes to these Chinese place with us. He goes to Ichido Ramen with us. He goes to he has a varied palate, but he knows what he likes.
Charles Ard1, I work at DQ, so I count as essential, even though I have asthma and the grill we have likes catching fire and it's always 90 degrees in the kitchen.
Sorry.
Okay, Charizard, asthma buddies.
And Sir Strawhead, Julie's more of a denier about Zaxby's than Kiba is about magic in 4 Kids dub of Yu-Gi-Oh! Kaiba, sorry.
Screw the rules. I have green hair. What was I on back then? Screw the Yules, Yugi.
You know what the really sad part is? I could go to a Zaxby's, get all the packaging that they have of anything, maybe even take some of that Zax sauce, pack it with me on a plane, go up to Minnesota, present it, and I'll still get accused of making it myself.
Well, here's the thing. Zaxby's is not really Zaxby's. You know what it is? It's Kentucky Fried Popeyes.
Tornado.
All this Kyoji Kashu, all this talk about fast food. Now I want a Checkers banana shake. Checkers is so good.
Checkers is good. I wish we had a Checkers or its equivalent Rallies. We used to have Rallies here in San Antonio.
We have Checkers. Really, we have Five Guys. Five Guys burgers is
Five Guys is pretty good.
I hate Five Guys. I tried it once. It was terrible.
You have to go to the right Five Guys.
Not to mention, you need to order the right way.
I ordered fries and a burger, and they were both greasy and disgusting. And this is me we're talking about here.
Yeah, they're supposed to be greasy. I understand why you don't like it then. The thing is, they overload the cheese, they overload the grease, and that's part of the thing. For those who don't know, cheese actually creates endorphins in the brain, so that if you get extra cheese on a burger, you're going to like it more because it's drugs. Cheese is drugs.
I don't have cheese. Come on, I'm not in combat anymore.
This is why you can't have nice things, Lewis.
Oh, man. Yeah, Checkers is good. Rallies, like I said, Rallies, its equivalent is also delicious.
Checkers was disgusting, too, when I had it.
Good grief.
I know what to get you for your birthday, then.
Yeah, I do, too. It's called a Ninja Foodie Grill.
But ninjas are a fairy tale. They don't exist.
I don't care what ninjas, the actual people are. I said a Ninja Foodie Grill.
Ninja.
Ninja the Mission Force.
Actually, yeah, I've made some fried chicken tenders right here at home that they're absolutely delicious. I will bet you anything, Lewis, it'll put any chicken tender you've
had. They've learned how to open doors!
Favorite Tim Curry roll for me is Muppet Treasure Island, but he has had a lot of good ones. And yes, I'm not saying you should have a cheeseburger with extra cheese because it will make you happier, because drugs.
John the Wizard, if you attempt to give Linkara a gift card to Hardee's...
That would be so mean. That would be so mean.
He might ban you from ever watching his show again, and don't ask how, he'll figure out a way.
And
they figured out doors, guys. We're in trouble.
I've had the inkling to do something that bad, but I've never done it. You know why? Because Muarte exists.
The best prank gif I've ever had was I gave a comb to a bald guy.
And yes, Raichu, I have had In-N-Out Burger. It's pretty good. My favorite burger, though, is Shake Shack. Shake Shack has made my favorite burger.
Okay, yeah, there might be 3 Checkers open in Houston. There's also at least one Zaxby's over there that's open. But it's Houston. It's too far for me.
I'm sorry, but Zaxby's does not exist.
It does! What must I do to prove it to you?
You could cameo in Season 2 of Star Trek.
Yeah, okay.
The show, not the review.
Oh. Crap! You do realize you're talking to a visual effects artist, yes?
So you're saying that you can make my cat henshin. Good.
Wow, that's a leap.
You said you're a visual effects artist.
Yeah, I know.
Take that, you bastards! Can't follow me out here!
Bridget Lee says, to Zen, Whataburger is superior to In-N-Out, and I have to agree.
I've only had A&W once, back when we had Con Bravo. Unfortunately, we can't have it this year, but A&W is good. I like it. I don't know. I already answered your question, Gordon ZX, and I don't know who Jim Curry is. Tim Curry, I answered.
So I'm looking at a weather radar. There's apparently a tornado warning out west of my city.
Rex, get back over here.
So, that's happening.
At least it could be worse. It could be raining.
Good point.
You could be on fire and covered with bees.
Wasn't that a MacGyver episode? No, that was ants.
Bees. My God.
My God.
A deadly beesman weapon.
I still love how Lewis absolutely lost it at that line. Man, this sucks!
You are an officer. I need to do a Let's Play of Elite Force.
He is an ensign. I believe he is an ensign in Starfleet. Man, this sucks!
Not a Let's Play. I need to do a review of Elite Force for the Star Trek marathon I'm planning on doing. I haven't played Elite Force, but I loved that Let's Play.
Elite Force is a great game.
Yes, it is.
Elite Force is great, but the real question is, does it have Phantasmagoria? I think Phantasmagoria beats it.
If I may break in for a second, anyone in Texas, just in case you're curious, there is a tornado warning for Kenny and Uvalde County for a storm cell that is coming out of Del Rio, moving toward Uvalde.
Oh, you meant Jim Carrey. My favorite Jim Carrey role is,
It's honestly Ace Ventura, just not the actually, no, Truman Show is actually better. Never mind.
I agree. Truman Show is good.
Yeah, Ace Ventura is good only to a certain point.
My favorite is The Majestic. It was very underrated, but The Majestic is a fantastic movie. It deals with a lot of the Hollywood BS with the Red Scare, and it's one of his best serious roles. I love him in it.
Sound went out.
The Majestic, Jim Carrey is an actor. He loses his memory after he's put on the blacklist because they think he's a communist. And he starts working at a movie theater, and you see the majesty of movies and why they're made, and I really enjoy it for its message.
I just checked. The sound still seems to be okay. And yeah, the stream will probably be over by the time that storm comes anywhere near Bear County, Bridget, so no worries yet.
Bear County, just don't feed the bears, and don't let the bears drive cars.
Oh no, have you seen how it's spelled? Look at Bridget's chat. That's how you spell bear.
Let's see. Patrick Caulfield, do you three have any favorite Jim Henson songs? I have a lot. It's hard to say a favorite.
We got like Thankful Heart. Like I said, pretty much everything off of Muppet Christmas Carol. Burst of white noise over all frequencies nearly deafens you. The hard suit's heads-up display interprets it as a series of zeros and ones. They repeat again and again, blanketing all frequencies until the lights on the final VI cluster flicker and die. Can anyone translate this binary for me? I'm very curious.
No.
We actually did something other than E-Boy.
Actually, I am curious. Let me try to translate it. Hang on.
It spells help.
Seriously?
0010101? Oh, that's gibberish. 1001001. Ah!
The 01 spells help. Signal is a binary to ASC2 for help.
So
the specialization class will replace your base class in the talents in the squad screen. Talent ranks in your base class transfer over your specialization class. Go to your squad to review the bonuses you gain with each rank. Sweet, we've leveled up, consistently. Breaking TEN. What do you think of Blue's Clues? Haven't watched it in forever, but I liked it when I was a kid. Shock Trooper. I could be a Shock Trooper or Nemesis.
Nemesis.
Highly trained killing machines. Shock Troopers excel in all combat situations. Increases health, increases damage protection, improves immunity, variability, improves the adrenaline ability. That's pretty useful to me. Nemesis. Biotic Specialist uses Mass Effect fields to inflict heavy damage against opponents. The problem is I don't use the Mass Effect fields. I tend to just use guns.
Shock Trooper, then.
Andrew Mason, you forgot to mention guarding your picnic baskets. Zenith log. Stardate. I've lost count. It's quarantine. I've encountered a very strange thing in this journey through space, and it's a specialization class that I do not understand.
I am a shock trooper now, because guns.
And I've seen Ace Ventura. I like Ace Ventura, especially the one with the rhino and the Monopoly guy.
Yeah, Ace Ventura 2 is a lot is better. It's still got problems, but it's better. There's just a lot of quotable jokes with it. You know, it's still kind of goofy. Leon Thomas just made a video about comedy movies aging badly, and of course Ace Ventura is on there with the very homophobic and transphobic content.
Yeah, but it has some really good stuff. Like I like Liar Liar. I do think it's a little bit dated, but like, you know, there are lines out of context. Like Mrs. Cole, a goose.
Quit breaking the law, asshole!
Yeah.
Stop breaking the law, asshole.
Although my personal favorite is the pen is blue. The pen is blue.
The goddamn pen is blue.
Did I not put any money into shotguns? I need to do that for Rex.
Quote, but it's very good. He just does a good job of making things quotable. It's his delivery, and I don't think I don't fault him for his movies and the scripts. I think he does a great job with what he's given.
I think there is something to be said. I mean, some people will insult jokes which are just yelling, but honestly, delivery itself, I feel, is part of the humor. It doesn't have to necessarily be a punchline; it just has to be the way they say it.
Like for example, how did you get into space?
That line on
itself is not funny. But when you deliver it in the right way...
When I'm running at the camera screaming, "How did you get into space?"
Exactly. It's line delivery and context.
Yes, another good line. I'm kicking my ass. Do you mind?
Sir Straw Hat, I wouldn't know about best, but my least favorite Jim Carrey role would have to be when he played Count Olaf in Nickelodeon's version of the series of Unfortunate Events. I don't know. I think he did a good job. The problem is Jim Carrey's likable. Jim Carrey in everything, no matter what he does, he's likable. I think he did a good job as portraying Count Olaf, but he's still likable.
Guys, we finished the mission, which means we gotta leave the moon.
Oh.
Why do we... Wait, have we fought the Mooninites yet?
I do not believe we have, but I don't think they're here.
Damn it.
Oh, what's over this way?
We are the Mooninites. Beware our quad laser.
I see stuff in the distance here. Let's see if we can figure out what the hell it is.
Maybe Carl is on the moon.
Woo!
Oh man, being a passenger in that thing must be fun.
Yeah!
But Carl, that kills people.
Sweet, they're shooting at us. We still have enemies.
Carl, I had a craving only hands could satisfy.
That craving was for hands.
Would you believe God's tears?
Carl!
Okay, I understand, but I will not apologize for art.
You'll kill people, Carl!
It's not right. Carl!
Boat nectar.
Llamas with hats is great. And
Llamas
I
with
was
hats
surprised
is amazing.
to find it.
If you guys have never seen llamas with hats, I highly recommend it.
I'm surprised it's still going.
No, it ended.
It ended? Okay.
Yep, there were 12, I want to say.
I stopped at 3.
Yeah, there were 12. He ended it because originally he only had 3 to begin with, and then he's like, well, I don't know what to do with it from now on. But then then a few years later, he came up with the idea of, wait, well, what if I separated the comedy duo? How would that work? And thus we see Carl's descent into madness once I've totally forgotten his name.
I don't know the other one. I only know Carl because his name is funny to say.
Breaking 10, do you think Jared Leto is talented and likable?
No.
Yeah, definitely not likable.
It's Sir Straw Hat. Here goes! I sped. I followed the pussy. I ran a stop sign. I almost hit a Chevy. I sped some more. I failed to get a little crosswalk. I changed lane in the intersection. I changed lanes while running a red light and speeding!
Yeah,
Also,
Charlie the Unicorn is supposedly
tickets.
ending soon.
I have unpaid parking tickets.
Paul, it's Paul.
Oh, it's Paul. Ace Ventura. Nobody messes with the dude.
What do you think of that? What do you mean, you? I seem to have forgotten your name. It's Paul. What? Paul. Oh, I thought you were a woman. Why do you think that? It's mostly the hat. Are you sure?
A comedy movie that I think still holds up and is underrated. George of the Jungle. Very good.
Yes.
I remember liking parts of George of the Jungle.
I agree, and of course the one line that immediately comes to mind, and they saw Monkey Mountain, and they were filled with awe. Awe. No. Awe. A-W-E. Ooh. Better.
George of the Jungle is so meta. Now this is the part where we all tilt our head back and laugh. It's one of those ones where they narrate what's going on, and Dudley Do-Right did the same thing. I think people were a little bit unfair to Dudley Do-Right because it just was George of the Jungle, just in a different setting.
You ever seen the film 6 Days, 7 Nights?
No, I have not.
Harrison Ford film, sort of like I would say borderline rom-com, borderline adventure.
Yeah, I would trailer for that back when I worked in the movie theater as a kid.
Yeah, and there's more than a few lines that are great and quotable from that, but the one thing that really stands out is at one point Harrison Ford thinks he's figured out what island they're on, and he thinks he can shut down a weather station so they can come out and repair it, and they'd be rescued. And it turns out he's on the wrong island, and so he just kind of walks very depressed into because he doesn't want I forget her name. He doesn't want her to see him to see him completely lose it because he's got to be the strong captain. So he very calmly walks into this patch of brush, and then you just see him absolutely lose it. You just see just by the brush the way it moves, and then he very calmly walks back out.
You know what's another movie that I will go to the mat for, and I think people are unfairly harsh of? The Rocky and Bullwinkle movie. It was exactly as funny as the show, and the show was cheesy and cliche and corny too.
Bill White, what am I wearing? I am wearing E-Boy clothes, and you can thank Vega for that.
You can thank Vega.
Anyway, we are returning to the Normandy.
Okay.
We've had some fun with Space Jackass, but now it's time to return to the ship.
But I will go to bat for the Rocky and Bullwinkle movie. I think it's great. I love the jokes in there. And wait, is it just me, or did the 3 movies that I mentioned have the same actor?
Might have, yeah.
Yeah.
SKH's video production. Last dance I chaperoned, the students were grinding. I had to go up to them and said they needed a healer and better AoE attacks. Those noobs. Ah.
Captain Avenger. Don't worry, nobody dies in this story. They just get really big boo-boos.
Alright, let's see. I think was it Noveria or Pharaohs that we need to go to next?
I want to say Pharaohs.
Because I want to say, the thing is I want to say Noveria because someone said that, like, we should go to Noveria first before we go to Pharaohs.
Oh, right. You go to Noveria, you go to that poison ring planet?
Yes.
Seraphim 7, before going on another mission, go down to the medical bay. There is a device on the wall that will refill your metagel.
Huh.
Oh, so we're going to go one night in sick bay. Okay.
You're gonna be so mad when you get to one night to get to one night in sick bay.
Yeah, I mean, I've seen some bad episodes thus far. I don't think I've seen the worst of it yet.
Oh, you ain't seen nothing yet.
A night in sick bay is terrible. It's just absolutely god awful.
You have not even approached bad episodes.
You haven't hit any of the actual bad ones that are considered bad by the entire fandom. You haven't reached the alternative factor, and that's pretty loose in terms of worst ones yet.
Yep.
Okay. I mean, a lot of people... Basically, when I did my script, and I told people, like, I've created my top 5 and bottom 5. It may change because I still haven't finished the episodes yet. They're like, yeah, there's 2 episodes that are probably going to be added to your list. One for bad and one for good. And I'm like, yeah, I know.
Is the med bay.
Well, I tell you what, the next one you're getting ready to watch might be added to your good.
The Space Seed one?
No, you already watched Space Seed. I mean,
I haven't seen Space Seed
Taste
yet.
of Armageddon.
Taste of Armageddon, okay.
Yeah, that might be...
Because I started watching Space Seed, and then Twitter decided, no, I'm not going to work right now.
Yeah, Twitter's Twitter's having issues right now.
Yeah, like, essentially, the thread, like, 4 posts went missing on the computer, but not on my phone, and I decided to stop because if I tweet and nobody listens, what's the point of that? But Space Seed is the one with Botany Bay, and I'm like, wait, Khan?
Because Star Trek II is a sequel to Space Seed.
Ah, okay.
This basically explains the events that that happened.
Yeah.
I may add this to my list. Currently, my top 5 episodes turned into a top 6 because I added Return of the Archons because Landru is amazing.
I hear a cat.
Yeah, that is my Scrim. Hey, Kana. Scrim says hi. She loves you.
Gordon DX is bring Liara to Noveria.
This is SETI Alpha 5.
This is SETI Alpha 5.
Jim Radloff, don't know it yet. Oh, wait till you get to Twilight in Enterprise.
Oh, God. Oh, God.
Jacob Lerma. No, it's a good episode. It's just really cruel to the human race. Am I wrong, Linkara?
Nope.
SKH Video Production. A Night in Sick Bay, superior to Profit and Lace, superior to Threshold.
I've heard bad things about Threshold. I have heard about Threshold in One Night in Sick Bay from Mess of Debris.
Threshold is so bad it got decanonized. Patrick Caulfield for all 3. When you were what was the first cartoon in your opinion that treated you like an adult? For me, it was the Justice League cartoon, mostly the Christmas episode.
Probably Batman the Animated Series.
Sir Straw Hat says, if you want more cosmic shenanigans, wait till the Squire of Gothos and Who Mourns for Adonis.
You've already seen Squire of Gothos.
Squire of Gothos is simply wonderful. It is one of my top so far. The guy who plays Squire Trelane is every second, and I need to make a running count of how many times they say women in this series in a weird way. Because we have the women, we have You Smell Like a Woman, and then we have the Squire of Gothos.
Trelane, that's right, I forgot about that.
Squire Trelane.
Women?
You have the fairest sex on board. I love every line that he delivers. It is so good.
Matthew Opolinski, just wanted to say Happy Easter to Lewis and friends. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Yeah, and you're actually gonna see that actor again. He plays another character later on. I'm not gonna tell you anything else about them.
Oh, nice.
Yes.
I love that episode. I think he did a fantastic job, and it is on my list. I'm not going to tell you where yet because the episode is not out yet.
One RHBS fan. What's up, guys? It's James A. Miles. Anything interesting? Just a lot of Star Trek.
We have not given any points to Liara here, so we got to figure out. Okay, what should I be putting points into for Liara?
First aid, I would say. We need first aid.
We've unlocked electronics. I'm assuming a sorry scientist.
Yeah. And put some in barrier.
I will be right back.
But yeah, I've been having fun with the episodes that I've been watching so far. And I've had to update my top list a lot over the course. Like, once I hit episode 20, I thought, I thought maybe I can start making my list. I was very wrong. But the thing is, for anyone who's aspiring to make reviews, the thing that I did is actually helpful. I write as I watch the show, and I get the history out of the way as I'm watching. I get a lot of
throw. You'll say throw. Okay.
I get a lot of the opening bits out of the way as I watch because I'm not going to change
alone.
those.
It's bugged. Okay. Advanced lift. People say I'm going with what people are saying I should put points into.
Yeah.
All right. I think I got this.
Mm-hmm.
Still got
Rigs.
all good here.
Mm-hmm.
Equipment.
Does
Liara even have guns?
I haven't gone to her yet.
Let's save that assault rifle. That's a good one. Ooh, wow. Actually, lots of good guns here.
So if you're writing stuff, it's best to start. Part of the problem with writing is starting it. Start writing as you're watching the episode. Get the bad stuff out, and then you can change stuff as you write. Polonium.
We like our toxic damage.
Zenith, can you plug your Twitter? My Twitter is at Zenith Will Rule. I also have a YouTube, Zenith Warrior Princess, which, hint, hint, wink, wink, I have a new episode going up as soon as this stream is done. It'll be made public. It's on Kingsman, the Secret Service, and it may have something that you might enjoy or someone familiar. I don't know, maybe.
Maybe. I don't know. I couldn't tell you myself.
I couldn't tell you. All I know is that there may be cats.
Let's see. Cryo rounds, proton rounds. Oh, get that shield bypass.
Thank you for the follow. I can't say that word.
Solipsistic.
Solipsistic. Okay, thank you. It's been a rough week. I can't spell. I can't type. I can't walk. Not really, but yeah. GSR, no, Game Show Reviewer is doing stuff at the moment. I am Zenith, and you can find me at Zenith Warrior Princess on YouTube. I do the stuff with the things. I review a lot of stuff.
And I am back.
Welcome back.
Welcome back, GSR. I was just talking about that I do stuff and things.
Oh. So basically nothing unusual.
Yep. And Bridget Lee, yep, I'm reviewing Kingsman, the Secret Service. It is the 10th official episode of The Bun Squad, which is my show, and it is also a storyline episode that you really should watch if you want to. I'm not going to force you, but you should.
Bill White, has there ever been a female Robin? Yes, there have. We had Stephanie Brown. We had, what's her face? The girl from Dark Knight Returns. They kind of made her canon.
Have you tried resetting yourself, Zenith? I'm out of warranty.
7 Seraphim 7. Reminder, there is a TNG episode where a giant floating space face tries to get the crew to demonstrate how they propagate the species with Dr. Pulaski.
I'm not sure that it was with Dr. Pulaski, but
it simply recognized that different two different genders, and then was like, please, this is how we propagate our species. Please demonstrate this.
And Captain Avenger 1993, that was me on the Crisis on Infinite Earths review. That was something that actually was at the last minute. I had come up to visit, and we did our thoughts on Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2, and I needed him for a bit for my Fast and the Furious Tokyo Drift review, and he said, wait a second, here, I need you to do a cameo. I'm like, okay.
All right, we got Sir Strawhat. Stephanie was Robin until some reality-altering shenanigans retcon that part of her history. Yeah! But anyway, we're in a dialogue sequence, so we are going to hold off on reading Super Chats for conversation while we figure this out.
Ready.
Something wrong, officer?
You better hope there isn't. This is an unscheduled arrival. I need your credentials.
Commander Shepard, Systems Alliance Navy.
The next Navy patrol isn't due for another 2 weeks. You're a long way from home, Commander.
You have no idea.
Also, I must advise you that firearms are not permitted on Noveria. Sergeant Sterling, secure their weapons.
Don't try it.
Okay, we're supposed to be Paragon with a side of Screw the Council, so I think we'll cooperate.
Stand down. Their house, their rules.
Don't come crying to me when they slice your gut open.
Captain Matsuo, stand down. We confirmed their identity. Spectres are authorized to carry weapons here, Captain.
You may proceed, Spectre. I hope the rest of your visit will be less confrontational. Parasini-san will meet you upstairs. Behave yourself.
That was easy. I suppose there are advantages to being the Council's lapdogs.
Yeah, I like how you introduced yourself as a as the Alliance Navy instead of as a Spectre.
Exactly. One our HPS fan, the new 52. Ag.
Yeah.
That's how we should always refer to it.
The New 52 is basically the anti... The New 52 is Crisis. Crisis on what? It's Crisis on comics.
All right, we got another dialogue. Thanks for getting us through.
I appreciate your help.
You're welcome. You understand our security chief was only doing her job. One of my duties is orientation of new arrivals. Do you have any questions?
Pretty heavy security for such a small port.
The executive board does everything in its power to protect the privacy of our client corporations.
I'm not here to dig out any corporate secrets.
That's gratifying to hear.
Has anyone unusual passed through here recently?
Unusual? And a sorry matriarch passed through a few days ago. Lady Benezia.
Benezia. She is here?
Can I speak with her?
Shh, kitty.
Benezia left for the Peak 15 research complex days ago. To the best of my knowledge, she's still there.
Could you tell me how to get there?
You'll need to ask Administrator Analeas for clearance to leave this port.
Where can I find the administrator?
His office is on the main level, left at the top of the elevator.
Understood. Can we go in now?
Of course. If you need any help,
Cats do not approve of having to ask the administrator.
I'm clearly getting that impression.
Kana, for the last time, you don't talk during the cutscenes.
No, we don't. I trust you, Liara. You may not be military, but you're a part of my crew.
Thank you, Shepard. That means a great deal to me.
I mean, technically she's not part of the crew. She's just, like, you know, along for the ride.
And no, that's not Thierry or Starfire. That's one of my cats, Kana, and we call her Screm because she makes her presence known.
She screms. Very casual dude here. So, come to this small port often?
You already get Patrick Caulfield's super chat?
I did not.
Yeah, why don't you read that off while I try to figure out where the elevator is?
We're too busy with Cat.
Why did Dan Dito and DC in general not like Stephanie Brown or Cassandra? I tried looking it up but couldn't find a straight answer, just interviews that were passive-aggressive.
It seems to be mostly just that they had a creative direction they wanted to go with. They preferred Barbara Gordon and you know, as Batgirl and stuff like that, and traditional Robin stuff, and they didn't see any reason and didn't understand why the character's so popular. And of course, the fan base was very adamant about, you know, we want the character back.
Also, Kana is displeased with their treatment of Cassandra Cain as well.
I hit the elevator button here. There.
For the last time, Gordon ZX, I mean Shoulder Spider, I'm not going to eat Kana.
You are required to obey any directions given by our security personnel.
Damn it, Kim, we don't eat cats around here.
We make them into our familiars.
This is not samurai pizza cats for the last time.
I'm a businesswoman on my cell phone!
Everybody wants to be a cat.
Merchant Opal, take a look at this guy here.
Whoa, okay.
All right.
Matthew Opolinsky had a $1 super chat earlier. Can you track that down while I speak to Merchant Opold?
He's one of those races.
Greetings. You are the Spectre that visits Port Hanchan.
Sure, whatever. This is a store, right?
This is a store, right? This floating thing in the middle of a conference room. It's a store, right?
Matthew Opolinsky, just wanted to know, what are your usual Easter plans? For my family, it's a Polish brunch after church with my dad's side.
We don't really have standard plans in my family. Sometimes we'll get together, sometimes we won't.
I stopped observing Easter when I started going to Anime Boston, because they always had Anime Boston around Easter. But we used to have, like, the Easter omelet and stuff. It just, I'm not very religious. My family is, and I kind of distance myself from that. Sir Straw Hat. Yeah, well, they also prefer Dick Grayson being with Barbara Gordon over Starfire, so that figures.
Yep. What else we got to sell?
And a lookout for you, Andrew Mason. Chiaki is looking with disapproval at Kana.
Jack Lerma found it. I wish Toei would release Digimon Adventure last movie on digital and stream. Just skip the movie theater.
Unfortunately, well, it'll probably be good now, but before that, the movie theater was probably the best way of getting money back from it, because unfortunately, Digimon, while a cult classic, is not as popular as it used to be. In terms of stuff, like if you look back at the stuff that was really popular back in the day, new things have replaced it, unfortunately.
Bridget Lee, you will not have to move your brisket to under the carport, and that is unless you've started it already, which actually would make sense. So yeah, you might have to. Because I was going to say, after the storms pass, it'll be nice and beautiful tomorrow. A little windy, but pretty decent.
Yeah, with the chance of quarantine.
Oh yeah, high chance. Kind of goes without saying.
99.2%. The other 0.8% is semi-quarantine.
And there was a super chat, I think. Andrew Mason. Opal would be a. Can you take this one? Oh, there's a lot of. Yeah.
There's a lot of stuff. Hold on.
Yeah.
I'm looking. Mason. Andrew Mason looking. Opal would be a Hanar, aquatic species that hover using ME fields on non-aquatic planets. They were actually taught by the Protheans, and they worship them. They call them the Kindlers. They worship them as gods. Also, they speak with telepathy, and they are in the Citadel. It's just we didn't talk to any of them in the Citadel.
Gotcha.
Matthew Opolinsky, gonna turn in now. Stay safe, Lewis and friends. If you get bored, watch Marvel Netflix shows. That's what I'm doing.
I'm actually probably what I'm going to be doing. Wrote a materials license. I don't know what that. I'll ask you in a minute what that does. I actually probably will doing once I'm done with a lot of the movies and stuff that I'm catching up on. Probably going to finally watch Lost.
And that's your GSR weather forecast. Back to you, Zenith.
Jacob Lermo, we'll keep an eye out for your super chat. Please post it as soon as possible, especially because we don't have slow mode enabled anymore, so you should be able to post it right away afterwards. What are HBS fan? Skip what movie theater? Aren't they all closed?
Yeah.
Ooh, Bridget Lee, you've already got the brisket going. Oof, boy.
And yeah, Hanara are tons of fun, but I still think the Elcor are better. Displease sigh.
Let's do it in your ship, sell more stuff. I like that idea. We are buying the ability to buy more stuff. Lost is stupid. Yeah, well, it was good for a while apparently, so I want to try at least enjoy it for that for a while.
Have you watched through Sequest yet?
I still have not. Damn it! I got so much stuff I gotta watch.
Gorn ZX, I don't know anything about DDO. I don't read comics. I'm sorry. I don't belong in this show.
What are you doing here?
Well, if the rule is you must know everything about comics, then, well, good night, everybody.
Jacob Lerma, every time my mom puts a church on TV and talks about Booball, I just roll my eyes. Nothing ageist. People who are regionals, by the way.
Okay. But yeah,
Public extranet terminal.
The reason I'm on here is because I know things about superheroes. I don't know about comics, though.
And the reason I'm here is because, well, you see all the pretty pictures that are circling the screen?
No.
I made that.
Well, I'm just here to look pretty. Even though you can't see me, I'm the prettiest voice here.
Still in my Stargate rewatch binge, currently alternating SG-1 Season 8 and Atlantis Season 1. Ooh,
Good
man,
stuff.
that's a fun time.
I haven't seen Transformers Prime. I saw the anime Transformers that was on Toonami. It wasn't the Transformers animated series. It was before that, but I can't remember the name.
777, more Hanar fun facts. They use this one and other such phrases because their cultures see using personal pronouns as immensely rude unless around close friends or family.
I don't have a face for radio. My face is very, very pretty. I just haven't shaved today. Shut up.
Out of my way, guys.
And if you've seen any game show reviewer, then you know my face is perfect for radio.
You're in my spot, sir.
You're in my way, sir.
You're not. I'm not at your fucking spot.
I'm gonna have to. I'm probably have to go back up again.
I
meant to say about Bible and religious people. Gotcha.
Transformers Armada, it would be then. And I think I just broke my foot off in your ass.
All right. Sebastian Iman, I'm gonna be bringing the '60s Green Hornet. Binging. Okay.
I've heard good things about Green Hornet. Not the movie, but then again, I think people are very harsh to modern movies. Sometimes deservedly, but sometimes I don't. I think they're a little bit too harsh. Rocky and Bullwinkle was a good movie, damn it.
Oh, that's right. I forgot about that. I don't have much of a memory of Atlantis. I don't have much of Atlantis committed to memory as SG-1, so I'm wondering now if Carter ever found out about the time Shepard pushed McKay off a balcony. No, I don't. We never find out about it in canon, but oh my god.
That shot
is
him.
A great moment.
I love Space Jam, Treva. Space Jam is awesome. Come on and slam, and welcome to the jam. Also, I Believe I Can Fly is my jam.
All right, we found the administrator. Let's ask her about the stuff.
I'd like to speak to Ananias.
One moment, please. Mr. Ananias.
Yes, what?
Commander Shepard is asking to see you, sir.
Right, fine, come in.
Patrick Caulfield, so doing work on TV Sliders, doing work on TV, Sliders was on, and I wanted to know if the episode I saw was considered bad or not. It was a world where women were the dominant sex, and the science guy wanted to run for mayor. I haven't seen Sliders. I've heard things.
That was a long time ago, like one of the earlier ones, I think.
And Sir Straw Hat, I Believe It Can Fly is an R. Kelly song, but the thing is, in Space Jam, he sells it. Regardless of things that made that movie.
I have no time to entertain spaceborne vagabonds.
I won't take up much of your time.
This greeting is a courtesy. I will only cooperate as required by the Executive Board. Businesses come here to avoid the second guessing of galactic law.
I'm conducting an investigation. It's a matter of galactic security.
Yes, isn't everything? I will not allow you to harass our clients. This world is private property.
Echo, stop fighting the internet.
I've heard an Asari matriarch is here. Benezia?
She arrived a few days ago, accompanied by a personal escort and some cargo. She's up at Peak 15.
What brought her out here?
If I knew, I wouldn't be at liberty to say. She came here as Agent Saren's executor.
Excuse me, his what?
Executor.
Didn't see that coming.
Saren is a major shareholder in Binary Helix. Lady Benezia is authorized to act in his name.
Shouldn't we be able to seize his assets or something?
Helix. There were issues at Peak 15.
We have to get him we can get him on his taxes, like Capone.
I'd like to see her immediately.
I'm afraid that you cannot. Peak 15 is a private facility in the Scotty Mountains. Regardless, there is a blizzard in the area. Shuttles are grounded and surface access has been cut off.
Exactly, so we drive!
Back to my other questions.
Every minute of my time you waste costs the company 12 credits. I will keep a running.
What if we use the transporters?
Oh, it costs you that much, huh? Well, of course. I need to see them.
Flash, 100-yard dash.
Do you do business with Saren?
I believe I explained this already, did I not? He is a major investor in Binary Helix Corporation, which is one of Novaria's backers.
Is Binary Helix developing weapons for him?
It's possible, given his interests. What our clients do in their labs is their business.
I have no more questions at this time.
Good. I received a dozen urgent messages while you dithered about.
Well, that guy's an asshole.
Charizard Ranger, if you're looking for side storylines to put the Contest of Champions on hold, just keep an eye on my channel. Just maybe. I don't know.
Alright, so we gotta figure out a way to Pier 15 in the middle of the blizzard. I say, Mako, you should investigate more, okay?
I am in the middle of 9 things, all of them annoying. What do you want now?
Middle of things, all of them
She arrived
annoying.
a few days ago, accompanied by a personal escort and some cargo.
What do you mean?
I actually just started watching Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. with Jess. I liked the first episode.
You let Asari who can kill you with their brains run around, but...
I mean, not Agent of S.H.I.E.L.D. I'm thinking of Agent Carter.
They followed all our regulations. I had no reason to forbid Lady...
Yeah, it's Agent Carter, not Agent of S.H.I.E.L.D., sorry.
Honestly, I think we have investigated already. I think it's time for us to leave and figure out how to get out of here.
No more questions at this time.
Yeah. We have had enough bureaucracy, thank you very much. Torchwood's alright. I mean, it's kind of a low-rent Doctor Who, but then again...
You can't bludgeon through bureaucracy.
Alright, what would you do?
Talk to Lorik Keene. You should be able to find him at the hotel bar. Can't say more. Not within earshot of Mr. Ananias.
Talk to you later.
Very well.
The thing with Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., I've seen the first season of Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., and it takes a while to get going, but when it does, it gets good. I haven't seen season 2, though. It's one of those shows that I would much rather watch, like Daredevil or stuff like that. Gordon ZX, I need to see Xena Warrior Princess. I know because I put the new name, Zenith Warrior Princess is a reference to that, but I'm going to marathon Xena soon.
There's only one episode of Xena I remember very clearly. It's the episode called Tsunami. I don't remember what happens in it, though.
Yeah.
I saw like one episode of Xena back in the day, which ended up being a crossover with Hercules that I did not realize it was going to be. Like it was about Xena's daughter, like everyone wants to assassinate her or something.
I haven't seen Hercules, but the thing is that you want to know what's funny. Back in the day, I used to watch Hercules the animated series on Disney, and everyone was talking about the Hercules live action show, and I kept confusing the two.
You know, yeah, that's an easy confusion to make. You know, one is Kevin Sorbo and the other's the cartoon.
Yeah, the other's a cartoon.
We got Starfire.
Hello, Starfire.
Kitty break.
Starfire, your sister says hi. And your new sister Chiaki says, who are you?
Is the hotel bar in here or somewhere else? The docking bay. Okay, so back up.
Kamen Rider. Well, I haven't seen the first few episodes, but I'm watching Kamen Rider Double for a review. I'm on episode 10. I just kind of put it on hold because there is 49 episodes and it takes a while to watch. And I'm trying to make my cat Henshin.
Jacob Lerma says we missed a super chat again.
Boy. First, one RPH fan. Have you seen my Triceratops? He's fantastic. Curse your sudden but inevitable betrayal. Jacob, where's your super chat? On Ting's one thing bugs me about some Christians. They act like you need God to be successful, and all your success is thanks to God, not your skill.
Yep, okay. Those kind of Christians can be really annoying.
Nihilus, currently I'm watching through Star Trek, of course, because Landrew commands
Landrew commands it. The body needs it for the health of the body.
Are you of the body?
I am of the body. Peace and love to you, friend.
I love Kirk and Spock acting that out. That was great. But in addition to Star Trek, I'm watching. I'm on South Park season 4. That's gonna be that's on my list. I'm watching the Daleks for Zen Who next. I've been watching a lot of Dominic Noble. You should watch the Dom.
Yep.
Go check out his YouTube channel. He's done some really interesting stuff. He's done some great. He does a show called Lost in Adaptation, which is all about adaptations of book reviews.
Okay, we got a thing here, and they say that I passed the stairs, so I got to go back.
That's me.
Okay.
I used to be in military tech. Except for my equals people, everyone's too corporate here. They just sit around.
I've plugged you before, Jess.
What can I do for you today?
I have to go.
You need anything?
This is fine. It's fine. I'll play. Okay, everyone go watch Superhero Rundown. Jess is working on a bunch of cool stuff. She just filmed Camping Batman. It's great.
Okay. I have an alternate reason for you to check out Superhero Rundown. I just finished a graphics upgrade for them.
Yep. If you want my opinion on DuckTales 2017, I did an episode-by-episode breakdown.
7 Seraphim 7, seen the episode where Kirk logic bombs a robot by kissing it yet?
Oh yeah, that was What Little Girls Are Made Of. I've seen that one. It's not on my top, but it's interesting. Lurch is the evil thing in it.
Wait a minute, was that? I thought it happened in the 3rd season.
Well, he kisses a robot in that episode. I don't know if it's
that's true. Yeah.
My super chat got skipped a while ago, so 2 here. For those super chatting, type it out, then paste it for your chat for it to be seen. Thank you, Jim Radloff. And 2 earlier, one night in sickbay makes a hard man humble. Not much between despair and ecstasy. One night in sickbay makes the tough guys tumble. Can't be too careful with your company.
And 1R Peach S fan Rocky says to the other kitties, probably I guess hi.
All right, we got people who want to talk.
The human at the hotel bar. He's a sales rep for Binary Helix. His name is Rafael Vargas. I need you to speak with him.
Do you know who I am?
Everyone here knows who you are, Dullstone. That makes you ideal for my job.
Yes, Requiem for Methuselah, that's the one I was thinking of.
Or so Vargas will think. He will assume you are here to investigate his company's dirty laundry. That will distract him from my real intent.
For the record, I am still on season 1.
I don't know anything about Binary Helix. What would I talk to Vargas about?
I represent the Aramali City Council on Thessia. Our town is known for its biotic amp crafters.
What is your city's interest in Binary Helix? They do not manufacture amps.
Much of BH's work relates to biotics. There are rumors that the Novaria branch has flown in.
Call me a Dullstone?
Powerful ones. Commandos, to be specific. We want to assess any.
You just now get to that.
They called me a boring rock. What the hell?
On behalf of this
well, it was a big rock.
Discuss their military
or maybe he's saying you can't smell what the rock is cooking.
Will be to distract him. I will give you a device that will crack into his personal wireless network. It will upload a variety of monitoring viruses.
Who are you?
They will infiltrate Binary Helix when he logs on.
I am the liaison and promoter for the rock.
I'll think about it.
Let me know what you decide.
Captain Avenger asking me, how much is Lewis paying you to do the graphics on his show? I'm sorry, that is a highly classified secret.
It's classified.
Sit down, have a drink.
If you have to ask, you can't afford it.
Exactly.
Anyway, this is what we're actually here for. We I asked to do the super chats real quick, then we'll talk to this guy, and then we'll probably call it a night.
I don't think we have any super chats at the moment.
All right.
Yeah, we have nothing.
All right.
Are you Lorik Keen? I heard you might be able to help me.
You are the Spectre that just arrived, are you not? What can old Turian like me possibly help you with?
I'm trying to find a way into the garage. I have places to go.
You need a pass. How fortuitous. I'm the manager of the local Synthetic Insights office. For the moment, at least. Mr. Ananias closed my office. He claims to be investigating reports of my corruption. The administrator is an interesting man. He's become quite wealthy since he took direct control of rents.
Bill White, is that guy with the glasses kaput? Yeah, it has been for several years now.
Wait, what? Next thing you're going to tell me is that Aussie guy was never part of the site.
What? Yeah, no. it became defunct when it became Channel Awesome. Officially Channel Awesome. It was always Channel Awesome beforehand, but the official website switchover made it, Channel Awesome. And, now the actual, people associated with it is basically just Doug and Brad.
Pretty much.
Anyway.
But we don't talk. But that was the past.
I sense a connection there.
Indeed. I acquired evidence of Ananias' actions. His hired goons are ransacking my office to find it. I suspect your goal lies outside this port. Mr. Ananias would be disinclined to let you wander. If you recover the evidence...
Yes, Guru Larry's on there, but he's not really on there.
He's doing it as a joke. Also, I hear that Game Show Reviewer gets paid in Zaxby's, which does not exist.
Exactly. Anyways, if you recover evidence from the office, it will give you the garage pass as well as the summit credits. You know what? I'm okay. I hate that guy.
You have a plan?
I do. However, there is one other... What is that charming human expression? Fly in the lotion?
Sebastian Iman, I miss you guys, Lewis, and that's fine. But, most of us are still interacting with each other. If you haven't seen A Voice from the Dark, I recommend it.
I do highly recommend that.
Miss Matsuo was unaware of
Man, Zenith, I liked you before it was cool. I miss the old days.
1R HPS fan, going to be watching Perfect Blue and Heavy Metal. Nice, I hope you enjoy. At least Fat Grandma got divorced from Brad.
Yeah, that was a messy divorce.
Let me tell you something, honey child. Why would I made such a big mistake?
I made you flapjacks every single day of your life, and did you give me 1 ounce of thanks?
I got many regrets, honey children. 1R HPS fan, Cult Mania Animation April. Anyway, they're mercs. Screw them. If they're getting pen on the table, then they're a fair game. So I should be okay with... am I okay with doing it?
Yep.
I can't do that. I'll figure something out or they're crooked.
I can't do that, Dave.
Because I only half heard with the conversation. Like, it's okay if we shoot these people?
I'll figure something out.
I'll focus on trying to get your evidence.
There you go, yeah. That sounds more Paragon.
Excellent. Here is my pass into our offices. It will activate the elevator. The evidence is on my office computer. This OSD contains an encryption key to access it. Slide it into the drive and it will auto-execute. Oh, and do try to keep...
For the last time, Captain Avenger, if you have to ask, you can't afford it. And you cannot afford Fat Grandma's flapjacks.
Few can. Alright, guys. This has been the continuing adventures of German Shepherd.
Space Jackass.
And Space Jackass. Hopefully we'll get another Mako out in the snow.
Oh, yes, that'd be beautiful.
Otherwise, come back on Monday for What's So Funny About Truth, Justice, and the American Way, a.k.a. Action Comics number 775. I like how the script is coming along. It's a bit more of a serious one, because, of course, I'm talking about greater issues of heroic philosophy and stuff like that. Plenty of jokes to be had, though. It features a giant gorilla that gets killed, as well as said giant gorilla apparently holding a gun. So look out for that on Monday. 1R HPS fan, see you guys later. Thank you, Zenith. Thank you, Game Show Reviewer.
Hang on a second. I got a super chat here right quick from Jacob Lerma. GSR, you should take a pic of Zaxby's so they will believe you. I've tried!
That's some wonderful photoshopping skills there, Game Show Reviewer.
All I will say tonight is peace and joy to all of you. Let love and contentment with Lord Landrew to all of you.
Landrew.
Peace. Landrew is our god. Are you of the body? Also, please check out the video when it posts in like 2 hours.
Peace be with you. all those of the body.
Peace be with you.
Landrew decrees to wash your hands and practice social distancing.
You're not of the body! You're not!
This has been E-Boy Linkara. Happy Easter, everybody.
Happy Easter, everybody. Good night.
Good night.